So let's continue our story about Joseph. Poor Joseph. His brothers didn't like him. And one day his dad told him, I want you to go to your brothers out in the field where they're taking care of the sheep and take them some food. So of course he did what his dad asked him. And his brothers could see him coming from afar off. And they said, look, there comes our brother. We don't like him. We're going to do something mean to him. So when he got there, they took him and they threw him into a deep well. And they said, what are we going to do with our brother? Let's get rid of him. Well, pretty soon they saw some people coming towards them, some travelers with camels. They said, let's sell our brother. We're going to sell him to those men. So they did. And the travelers tied him up and they put him on a camel and they took him to Egypt. Poor Joseph. He was sent away from his family. So Joseph was thrown into prison. And Joseph worked hard even in prison. And soon the keeper of the prison chose him to be a helper. And God blessed Joseph and everything he did. So in prison, Joseph met two servants of Pharaoh. Pharaoh was the ruler of Egypt. But these two men were in jail, and each of the servants had dreams from God. And Joseph was able to help them know the message God had for them. Later, one of those servants, a butler, went back to work for Pharaoh. And Joseph said, remember me when you see the king. And he said, I will, but he forgot. So much time passed, and then one night Pharaoh had a dream, and he asked many people, but no one could tell him what the dream meant. Finally, the butler remembered Joseph. He told the Pharaoh that Joseph was in prison, even though he had not done anything wrong. The butler thought Joseph could help Pharaoh with his dream. Pharaoh called for Joseph, and God helped Joseph understand the message God had for Pharaoh. God wanted Pharaoh to know that soon there would be a famine in the land, a time when food would not grow well, and many people would be hungry.